Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Warship Gunner 2. So, you may notice I'm not exactly where I left off last time. Well, that's pretty much just because episode 50 was lost. Well, the original episode 50. We're watching episode 50 right now. The original was lost. I don't know how, but I'm not happy about it. So yeah, episodes 650 and 660 are gone, so I'm going to have to redo those. Thankfully, if you come to training, we are technically in EL2 right now, but we can replay these missions in EL1. And Warship Gunner 2 has this nice little feature. You see the square button down there says Event. That means we can replay the mission exactly as we would have seen it if we did it the first time. Story stuff. So, all is not lost. For the record, I am recording this technically after I already recorded episode 51, the finale, which is not lost, somehow. So if things don't seem to 100% match up, that's why. But I can't. There's nothing I can do about it except this, which at least we get to see the story stuff. So here we go. And you can see EL1, I can't even select EL2 because we haven't done it in EL2. So yes, EL1, still Succubus Path. Weather's preset, so it's the same way it would be in the normal mission. Here's our battleship. Here we go. And we will get to see all the story stuff thanks to that nice little event button down there. So, really wish that just hadn't happened at all. But, you know, it has, my HD PVR has been giving me a lot more problems lately. So, boy. I really hope there wasn't story stuff before the briefing that it just didn't show for some reason. I don't remember whether there was or not, but I hope there wasn't. Anyways, let's do this. So I don't know if I covered the design of this ship in episode 49. I don't remember. In case I didn't, here it is. We've got a lot more big guns. It's hull number 6 now. And I've got this one single ram missile launcher, which is just forward of the helipad there. And yeah, that's basically it. It's got more guns, and it's got one lone ram missile launcher. I have a single support helicopter and a single anti-sub helicopter for finding underwater bases if there are any. So, technically I already have the treasure in this mission, but we'll be getting it again so I can show you guys where it is. And since I just did this, I don't know if it was yesterday or the other day, 2 days ago, I still remember where it is. So, what's up? Whoops. Messing up Nasbrock. Oops.
Enemy aircraft carrier sunk. Light damage. Enemy aircraft carrier sunk.
So, if you are curious, you can watch the way the ram missile fires. It does not fire. It does not like spam fire like the other regular missile launchers would, which is very, very, very handy. Some buttons over there, which will be useful for EL2. Once we eventually do it, I've said many times that will not be for quite a while. But if we're here, we might as well grab these funds. We're going to go down here and deal with these ships right quick, because otherwise they're going to get really far away, and it's just going to be annoying to have to try and chase them down. And I don't want to deal with that, so just shoot all these guys. it seems like I'm kind of going to rush through this. I am a little bit. This is not a time that I would normally be recording, and this is not a situation that I would normally be recording in, but I'm just trying to get this one video done and actually done right so that it's saved properly. Whatever, I don't know what the issue was last time, but it's just not on my computer, so just trying to get this done while I have an opportunity here, a very brief opportunity to record, thankfully. So, just trying to make up that time. What is doing so much damage? I don't remember taking this much damage last time. Maybe I was just doing better about, like, keeping track of firing my chaff pods last time. Of course, I'll never be able to go back and look at what I did because it's gone. Yeah, my HDPVR has been acting up a little bit lately. My laptop has always been slow, so it could have been an issue with the laptop. It could have been an issue with the HDPVR. I have no idea, but you know, just gonna keep trying. That's all we can do. Yeah, mission complete. Let's go back and finish stuff off. So the treasure is a cargo plane that shows up after you kill a certain amount of enemies that are based on the land over there. Well, first of all, a transport will show up, and then if you kill the transports, I think there's two transports that show. No, one transport shows up. And then a pair of battleships shows up, but it looks like a transport on the map, and they're just meant to distract you, so that you run over to them and try to sink them because you think it's a transport, but they're not a transport, it's just a pair of battleships. So after the transport shows up, sink the transport, and then you wait around for a little while, and then the cargo plane will appear almost due north of where I am right now, and again, you gotta make sure you shoot them over the water so that you don't lose the crate. But, yeah, don't fall for the battleships that spawn out to the east. They'll look like transports because they'll be so close together that their dot will just look like one dot. Try not to fall for that, because that's how they get you to miss your treasure, which could be bad. And for record's sake, let me pull up my phone and say what the treasure is. I still have those pages bookmarked, even though I already like swiped them away. I still have them bookmarked. I swiped them away because I thought I was done with them, but you know. This is 650, I think. Yeah, 650. Your treasure for this mission is Electronic Blueprint 7. I still don't know what those do, but that's what the treasure is. So if you know what it does, and you care about what Electronic Blueprint 7 is, then there you go. I have no idea what it is, so if you do, leave it in the comments. That'd be very helpful.
Cancel engagement mode. Enemy reinforcements spotted.
Eat it, lighthouse. Darn thing. So, as far as I remember, neither of those will be the cargo plane. Don't see... Oh yeah, there's the transport right there. So what you want to do is sink the transport.
Enemy transport ship.
And then, I think here in a second, should be some reinforcements arriving to the east. I think. I don't know if it announces them or not. I don't know. I know it's a cargo plane, and I know that it... Okay, there's the reinforcement. See how it kind of looks like one dot? Like, I guess if you look real careful, you can tell it's bigger than just one dot. But at first glance, it looks like it's just like another transport that shows up, so you think, oh, I need to go over there and sink that transport next. Well, it's not a transport. It's a pair of battleships that are meant solely to distract you, because the cargo plane is going to be coming down from the north, pretty much due north of where I am. So I'm going to sail out into open water here so that I don't risk shooting him down over the land. It's actually quite handy that my ram missiles are empty. We don't want them to shoot him down prematurely. So, yeah. I'm going to sail down here. I'm going to keep checking the map. I don't think you have to sink those battleships, but if you do...
Stop engine.
Well, we're going to find out here in a minute. But if you do, it's still better to let them come to you. That way you don't have to try and sprint halfway back across the map just to get the plane, which is what I did the last time. And I did it, but I had to use my main guns and shoot at the plane like a maniac. And it almost didn't work. It's starting to look like you do have to sink the battleships before the cargo plane shows up. But I'm going to let them come to me, so I'll cut that part out for you guys. So in case you're wondering, these are the battleships. Sovietsky Soyuz. Sorry if that's pronounced wrong, but I really have no idea. So we're going to sink them real quick, hopefully. One. Drop the parts crate. That's a little bit tempting. You get a lot of optical weapons from random parts crates in this mission. Like, if you pick up a random parts crate, there's a pretty good chance it'll be an optical weapon. And they drop 2 parts crates, and I really, really want those. But I don't want to lose my treasure. Well, I already have the treasure, so I suppose as long as I show it on the map, that kind of covers it. Because I do already have it, because remember, this is being recorded after the finale episode. Oh yeah, so I'll let him get a little more over open water. I'm not too concerned if I don't get him. I really want these parts crates, because I already have the treasure, but as long as I can show you that he's there. So if you look just to the right of the second grid line from the left, so it'd be, if you count the grid lines, it'd be the second one over if you start from the left. Just to the right of that, and way up to the north, inside of like the little bay, there's kind of a yellow dot there, and I'll keep checking so you can see he's moving. That's your cargo plane. If you do what I'm doing right now and you sail all the way out here, if you don't have a fast enough ship, it might be difficult to get back to him, which I'm going to try to do, just to prove my point that this is generally not what you want to do. But it does look like you have to sink the battleships for him to show up, and it also kind of seemed like the battleships stopped at a certain point, like they weren't going to come over to me, and you can see now his dot is completely over the water. So, yeah, we're going to try and sail over here and intercept him. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try. And let's see if I can see him. My binoculars here. There he is. So what I did last time was basically just got in range of him with my main guns and just spam fired like crazy until I hit him. Because I would rather shoot him down and have the parts crate drop than have him get away. And there we go. So now that he's in range, I'm going to spam my main guns like crazy and hope for the best. There we go. And there's the parts crate. Now I think when I pick it up it won't tell me secret weapon seized or whatever because I already did it. So this might not even give me another copy of the secret weapon. In fact, I'm pretty certain it won't, but it'd be cool if it does, first of all, and second of all, if it doesn't, then it'll just count as a regular parts crate. But at least there you see, that's the cargo plane that you need to shoot down for the treasure. And we're gonna sprint right into the next mission so that we don't have a ridiculously long episode. There we go. Parts recovered.
Mission complete.
Didn't tell me that it was a secret weapon, but we know that it was because it dropped from a cargo plane, and cargo planes only ever drop treasures. There are no decoy cargo planes that don't have your treasure. Alright, let's speed this up here. There we go. And we got some stuff. Okay, cool. Next. 660. We're gonna do event. Yes, yes, and the battleship again. I guess it's not going to give us storyline stuff. That or there just isn't storyline stuff to show there. So yeah, I hope it's not missing story stuff, because if it is, there's really no way I can get it back. It's just doing the briefings. Now, like I said, it's possible that there isn't story stuff between the briefings, but there usually is. So I don't know. I hope we're not missing anything. Because if we are, there is no way at all for me to get it back.
Full speed ahead. All hands alert.
Alright, so you guys may remember this mission from the very beginning of the game. Remember when Nagi freaked out about a platform in the first mission? Yeah, it wasn't an oil platform, it was this thing mid-construction. So yeah, that is indeed a giant laser. That's exactly what it looks like. So yeah, super happy fun times with that, right? This boss can be difficult. For the sole purpose of for the sole reason, I mean, of how much damage he does to you. Now, what's going to kind of happen here is, as the fog clears and we can actually see this guy, you see there are 4 pillars that he's sitting on, that the main weapon is sitting on, and generally, you could shoot out the 4 pillars to weaken the thing, but if you have a ship like ours that is just crazy powerful, I recommend just shooting at him directly, like so. Because, I mean, shooting the pillars when you have a ship that's as powerful as ours is kind of just sort of a waste of time a little bit. So, and then all these little dudes fly out, and they just kind of put up a shield in front of him to block your shots, but they are destroyed pretty swiftly. So maybe you do have to destroy at least one platform. It's kind of looking like you have to destroy at least one platform. So for dodging this boss's attacks, you have to sail directly away from him. Directly away from him. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do here, and boost if you have it, and I highly recommend it. This would be a good mission to have the bow jet thruster and of course forward thruster as well, which I would always recommend anyways. So we inadvertently took out 2 of his little platforms there, which is nice, and as you can see, if you're sailing straight away from him and boosting, he will almost certainly miss. So that's the strategy with this guy. When he's cooling down like this, it's a good opportunity to turn back towards him just so that you can reduce your distance again. And here we go again, he's shooting, so we're going to turn away and start boosting, and we got him. We have a pretty powerful ship, especially with the advanced auto reload system that we have. So there he goes, one last blast into the sky there as he falls into the water. And there we go. And that's mission 660. So he can be a difficult boss, but if you have a fast ship, it's actually not too hard to avoid his attacks, but he does do a lot of damage if he hits you, which is why you have to be very, very careful. So, yeah. Other than deflecting your shots, I'm not entirely sure what those little mirror guys did. It said they were mirrors, but I'm not sure like what all that entails. So I've never seen them do anything in particular other than just taking a couple of shots from your cannons before it, you know, if they break, and then you can just keep shooting him anyways. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's something deeper there, but we're gonna go get his loot, and I'm gonna show off where the treasure is. I'm not gonna bother, you know, getting it because it won't actually be the treasure for me, but I'll show you where it is so that you guys know where it is and how to get it. You're going to need a helicopter, support helicopter, so keep that in mind. Did his other crates already sink? Wow, that's crazy. At least the funds crates stayed. I care more about those, to be honest. All of the parts crates in this mission, or at least most of them, are just aircraft, just random scattered types of aircraft. So it's not it's not too important that those crates disappeared.
Enemy ship sunk.
And there we go. So your secret base that you need, and this is why you need a helicopter. It's not this transport. You can see it behind the transport. It's right there. It's a land base.
Enemy
See,
transport ship
secret
sunk.
base. So we're gonna blow that up, and we'll see that the parts crate drops, and it is. So that's why you need a helicopter. I'm not gonna take the time to get that right now because I'm on a time crunch. This is
Mission
kind of an
complete.
emergency recording.
Now, let's leave the area.
But there it is. So hopefully it gives us more story stuff. It might, it might not. I don't know. If it doesn't, I'm really sorry guys, but there's just nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. Well, we got a plane, and we got another plane. Alrighty, so either we missed some story stuff or there wasn't any story stuff for it to show, but either way I can't really do anything about that. I'm really sorry that the recording had an issue. I don't like it any more than you guys do, trust me. I'm actually infuriated by that fact, but this is the best I could do with what I got. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the screw up. If I can figure out what happened, I will try to keep that from happening again in the future. And I will see you guys in the next and final episode of Warship Gunner 2. So I will see you guys then.